So, of course, first thing is the hormonal fluctuations and the physical symptoms, the hot flashes, the night sweats, the irregular periods, joint pain, fatigue, even sleep disturbances, right? And though they are visible symptoms, sometimes we dismiss them as normal. So, when I went through it maybe about 10 years back, there was no community like Miror. There was not much of awareness. Not many people were talking about menopause. And even today, the some things are just said it's normal and we just go ahead, right? But you need to do regular checkup with the gynecologist. Don't normalize the suffering that you're going through. Balance your nutrition. Do gentle movements. I always suggest for anybody, whether you're going through menopause or not. So maybe there is somebody who is not of a menopausal age. Gentle movements like walking, stretching, swimming, and prioritizing sleep. A lot of us now, we think sleeping is a waste of time. In the Indian culture, there's a lot of aram haram hai and sleep is a waste of time. No, that's the most important thing you can do for your body. Okay, for it to rejuvenate, for it to restore its whatever parameters that might be going ahead, and explore medical support always, right? Whether it is hormone therapy, whatever that medical people will tell. So physical symptoms, don't normalize it always. Please see that you address them in whatever form it is. Don't normalize the pain and the discomfort, is what I wanted to say about that. Then there are emotional and mood swings. You all know that irritability and anxiety and sudden mood swings, and people are wondering what's happening. We are feeling overwhelmed. These emotional struggles are often misunderstood as overreacting. Oh, she's doing too much. Big drama queen she's become, right? But we need to talk about this. Okay, we need to normalize that it is a biological and emotional thing that is happening. So talk to your friend if there are some swings. Make your family understand what is happening to you. Most people now know, but if not, your spouse, your children, your siblings, or whomever you're living with. And I would also suggest some practices that you can do for your mental equanimity, like journaling, meditation, art expression, which we are going to explore, of course, in some time. And stop criticizing yourself. Okay? So speak to yourself very kindly as you would speak to a friend, and see that your self-talk is positive. Many of us then feel, at least I felt, that I'm not myself. So I was questioning my purpose, the changes in my body image. And of course, there's also grief around aging and infertility, right? So we are very deeply defined by our roles, especially as a mother, as a wife, as a caregiver, even as a professional. Those of us who have, corporate jobs. This phase can be very unsettling in with dealing with those identities. So create a space for yourself to reflect what is changing, what is emerging. Maybe that's what we will do when we do the art journaling. Engaging in creative activities which are beyond your roles. So the other day I was watching a reel where she was a psychologist, I think, I forget. She said we should all have a hobby, which is there to help us when we are not, say, in the office, or when we are not doing the roles that we have chosen for ourselves. Anything like gardening, collecting stamps, there's so many things to do, whatever interests you. And very important thing, don't think of this as a decline. Okay, think of it as a transition. Just like we transition from being a baby to a child, to a teenager, pre-teenager, teenager, youth, that is the transition. We never saw that as a decline, right? this is also not a decline. It's just a transition. So reframe that and engage in conversations that validate these feelings, not which dismiss. So Mirror is one such community, right, where we can show up and be our authentic self. The relational issues, right? Obviously, when there are mood swings and we feel misunderstood, there's irritability with the partner, with the family members, and you have reduced emotional bandwidth. And while others may not understand what we are going through, this might lead to, disconnect or conflict. And again, as I said, we need to communicate that I may need this time to rest, to be more patient with me. Educating family members, as I said earlier, if they don't know about it. Set boundaries without guilt. This is a time to take care of yourself. So don't say, oh my God, I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. No, prioritize yourself. All other things will happen. So set your boundaries without guilt. Talk to somebody if required in the community or a friend or whatever. Still in pockets, I would say there is lack of awareness, there's stigma, and there's sometimes silence about menopause. Perimenopause, perimenopause is a term that's just coming up of late. And we sometimes normalize that discomfort. We are reluctant to seek help. And even though we are more aware of menopause, it's rarely discussed openly, right? So a lot of women, we feel isolated, we feel unprepared. So create a safe space for conversations, join group like a Mirror, access credible information from doctors, from other communities, encourage intergenerational dialogue. So talk to your daughter, right? Let them understand what's happening. And again, shift your mentality, your language from it being a decline or an end to a new phase of self-understanding. And for a long time, my life was full, right? Full of work, responsibilities. I was, used to being in control, to show up in certain ways, to keep pace with the life. And then somewhere along the way, I realized that my body had its own rhythm, right? One that did not match the life that I had built, that my body was going in a different rhythm. So there have been moments of confusion, of slowing down that I didn't choose, of emotions that I didn't quite make sense of, and also moments of quite clarity. Sometimes it was all very clear. Yeah, when I paused just enough to listen instead of just rushing through. And then slowly, almost quietly at first, something began to shift. It wasn't loud, it wasn't demanding any attention, but it was persistent, a kind of inner stirring. So my body no longer followed the old rules, my energy came in waves, my emotions too had their own language, sometimes soft, sometimes overwhelming, sometimes unexpected, right? And I remember moments of resisting it, wanting to go back how things were, wanting my body to cooperate, to stay familiar. But the more I pushed, the more I felt a kind of distance from myself. And there were other moments, quieter ones, as I said, where I paused just enough to listen to the fatigue, to the emotions, to the changes in my life. And I won't say I understand it all. Even now, trying to understand my body, trying to understand my emotions. But I'm still in conversation with my body and my emotion. And what has helped me is finding small ways to sit with myself. As Vishmita shared with you, I spend a lot of time enjoying the small things in life, the tea, doing artwork, doodling, coloring, listening to music, reading, and sometimes really just sitting and doing nothing, which is difficult. It was difficult for me as well. But now I really revel in it. So, doing these small things and also understanding that not everything needs to be fixed. Yeah. At least not immediately or even understood immediately. So, what is meant to be will manifest itself, will make itself felt, will make itself expressed, and you will have to hold that very gently. So, reflection and art has helped me access parts of myself that words could not. And it's not because I'm good at it, but because it gives me permission to be honest without needing to explain. So today, everybody has some colors and uh, a piece of paper with them. If you don't, just use your normal pen. Okay? Just use your normal pen. So everybody just sit comfortably, keep the things in front of you, and just inhale and exhale. Not in any particular way, just notice your breath. Calm yourself with each exhale, calm your mind and body. See, all is well. This 10-20 minutes is for myself. And these are the 3 prompts I want you to think about. I will put them in the chat box so that you can refer to it if you want to. First, what feels like it is changing within me right now? Second, what feels like it's ending? And of course, third, what is quietly emerging? Yeah. So let your hand speak, give it form to whatever is moving within you without needing to understand or explore it. So don't think much. What is it? Kya hoga? How is it looking? No. Nobody's going to judge you and nobody's going to, pay you some handsome amount to buy that piece. This is your expression. Only you will see it, only you will understand it. Nobody else may even understand it. Yeah. So just let your colors, if you have a pen, you can use different forms, different structure. If you want, you can use stick figures. Of course, even if you can draw well, you can do that as well. There is no right or wrong here. Okay? There are no do's and don'ts. You do it for the next 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes maybe, depending on at least the ones who are on camera. I'll see how you're going. Just be with yourself. That's it. Nothing else. And if you feel overwhelmed, just stop. Okay? In case some emotions come up, just stop, drink a glass of water. You don't have to continue if you don't want to continue. Yeah? So can we start? So, to everybody, keep up this practice, okay? Take some time for yourself once in a while and just play with colors. It may be for 5 minutes, it may be for 2 minutes also. For me, my colors are always kept on my table, okay? Whenever I feel like I will just, color something, do something, I got this palette falling right on my table. And it really, it fills one with a calm, a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of quiet. Slowly, if you are not already feeling it, you will feel as you practice it. Okay, so, I am a person who now sort of, I think at least 2-3 hours of my day is spent in coloring, in doing some art journaling, in doing art meditation. Art meditation is when you do the same thing again and again. I'm going to just change my place a little bit so that this sun is not troubling me. Now, everything is gone and have come in the dark. Huh? So art journaling is what you did. There's some prompts and you can use art to journal your thoughts. Art meditation is where you do the same repetitive form or shape again and again, circles, triangles, whatever you wish to. Just use any colors and do it. And you also get these, what do you call them? Adult coloring books, just like we had them for children. Now we also have coloring books for adults. So you can even search for them on the internet. And if you Google them no, as adult coloring pages, you will get that. Uh, did not, I think, plan for this. So bear with me. And you can just color. There'll be nice, intricate drawings. You just color them. So yeah, because this is something that will help you find the joy within. You don't need anybody else. Because as you go ahead in this journey of life, uh, children will get more busy with their work. Maybe the spouse also will be busy with whatever he or she decides to do, he decides to do. And you may find yourself being lonely because children don't have the time to call, or they don't have to call, they don't have the time to call regularly, and you may feel very, very lonely and very, very isolated. Find that joy within with whatever makes sense to you. Okay, cultivate other friendships. Join communities. All those who are not part of the Mirror community can join the Mirror community, and forge those relationships, which will help you. Girly relationship, women relationships are always very, very, very supportive, very strong. Okay, I'm part of, I don't know, some 4 5 such communities. I could be with more, but then I won't do justice to them. I have only 24 hours, right? So yeah, that is what I wanted to share, and this is the practice I wanted you to be more comfortable with, and that is why we did something in that area.